It appears that Russia lost another Su-35 Flanker E multirole fighter. Russian forces seem to have shot down their own fighter jet in an act of friendly fire in Ukraine. The supersonic Su-35, considered one of the Kremlin's highly advanced aircraft, burst into flames over the city of Tokmak in the Zaporizhzhia region. A video purportedly depicting the incident is circulating in social media, revealing an orange glow and a flash in the sky that might correspond to the instant when the aircraft collided with the missile, potentially resulting in an explosion. The approximate cost of a single Su-35 jet is estimated to be around $65 million. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how the Russian Su-35 has been knocked out by friendly fire from S-300. Let's get started. There's been no official confirmation of the night incident, although comments made by one Russian blogger appeared to acknowledge the loss. Pro-war channels in the country acknowledged that a warplane was destroyed by a Russian S-300 air defense system, with the pilot believed to have been killed in the process. Russian aviation Z-blogger Fighter Bomber published a photo of an Su-35 with the message, "Eternal Flight, Brother." Ukrainian Telegram channel Crimean Wind appeared to confirm this as well, posting Russian air defense versus Russian Su-35, 1-0. Russian soldiers used an S-300 missile to shoot down their own plane near Tokmak. Work, brothers, do not stop. The Su-35 fighter is a well-recognized symbol of Russian might. It is a single-seat, twin-engine, heavyweight, super-maneuverable aircraft designed by the Sukhoi Design Bureau. The type was originally developed by the Soviet Union from the Su-27. The aircraft has a top speed of Mach 2.25, and it can carry a variety of air-to-air and air-to-ground weapons. In January 2016, Russia made the first combat deployment of the Su-35 when it sent a fleet of 4 aircraft to Syria. Su-35 is considered to be the premier fighter jet in the Russian inventory, since the Sukhoi Su-57 is not fully operational as of now. The fighter took years to build, with lots of R&D going into it. The Russian Air Force has around 100 of these in its inventory, and a further 30 are on order. The aircraft is touted by Russia as a 4++ generation fighter. The Su-35 has the NATO reporting name Flanker E, or Super Flanker, due to its Su-27 flanker origins. The S-300 is a Russian medium to long-range air defense system produced by NPO Almaz. The S-300 system was first deployed by the Soviet Union in 1979. Since then, many variants of the system have been produced. Over the years, its components have seen several rounds of upgrades. The S-300 is actually considered to be one of the most lethal operational air defense systems in the world. The system is designed to protect important areas like military bases and administrative buildings against aerial threats like fighter jets, bomber aircraft, cruise missiles, and drones. It can be configured with several types of missiles and radars depending on the threat perception. The system has been one of the most critical assets for Russia in the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. This is not the first time that Russian assets in the skies have been downed by their own systems. This has happened many times since Russian forces invaded Ukraine on the 24th of February 2022. One well-documented incident happened in July 2022 when Russia apparently shot down one of its Su-34 fullback strike fighters as it flew over the occupied Luhansk region in eastern Ukraine. Poor training on personnel and a lack of sophisticated deconfliction mechanisms have resulted in this kind of situation. Aerial assets are supposed to be fitted with an Identification Friend or Foe, or IFF, system. It enables military and civilian aircraft control interrogation systems to identify aircraft, vehicles, or forces as friendly, as opposed to neutral or hostile, and to determine their bearing and range from the interrogator. But we found evidence on many occasions that Russian aircraft don't even have military-grade GPS installed, so the absence of IFF or its malfunction is not far-fetched. Su-35 has been under scanner when it comes to its real-life combat effectiveness in Ukraine. At least 5 Su-35 air dominance fighters have been lost during this conflict. One is well documented. On April 3rd, an Su-35 undertaking an SEAD operation was brought down near Izium, some 75 miles or 120 kilometers east of Kharkiv. The latest friendly fire adds to the not-so-good story of the Su-35 and puts a big question mark on Russia's tactical competence. Official Russian military statements suggest that Russian pilots fly a bit under 100 hours a year, compared to U.S. Air Force pilots who fly around 180 to 240 hours a year. While NATO conducts several large-scale, multinational aerial exercises that help in honing tactics for complex aerial campaigns, Russia is involved in very few. These issues are now coming to the fore in a highly contested airspace over Ukraine. It also seems that recent long-range drone attacks by Ukraine have kept the Russian air defense network in a high alert state and trigger-happy. An assessment by the British MOD stated that Russia has lost approximately 90 planes since the start of the war against Ukraine. It added the viability of the Russian Aerospace Forces, VKS, long-term tactical air power is likely to degrade as the war goes on.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.